Hello and welcome to Early Morning May on New Hope Dairy and Cattle Farm. We have just got up, we're just busy checking the animals. I think these guys have still got plenty of feed in there. Yep, they've still got plenty of food. What I did want to show you was that there's been an update, and if you look down at the bottom you will now see a new tab called filters, and if we're looking to buy animals, say for our bulls here, our bull pen should we say, we can start setting some parameters here. So for argument's sake, if we wanted to, let's just say we don't want anything over 24 months. Pregnancy doesn't really matter because we're going to be looking for males. Lactating, obviously no. Name doesn't matter. Value can be anything. And with the bulls, let's say we want to look for the very lowest we want is average. And that'll just bring up a little bit of diversity. We want something higher than average. But if we start at average, it just takes out all the really low ones. Well, I'm hoping that's what it does. Genetics. And then we can hopefully have less animals to look through. So we can confirm. And there's only one that fits our criteria, and it's a good one. So Angus bull, 13 months old, metabolism very high. So the Angus, with the Anguses, that's what we want. We want that very high metabolism because that means it puts on weight quickly and we can sell it quicker. So the other thing, it's not going to really reflect very well here. So the other tab that came up, the added tab in the newest update, so I think that is 1.0.11, is that it now has a select all. So if you had 20 there that you wanted to buy, you could select all of them. And if you decided no, you didn't want to buy them, then you could select none of them. But we're going to buy that one. And buy the selected. Yep. It's not cheap. But its genetics are really good. And that's the new update. There is one added thing, or there's a couple of added things. They fixed the animals not being sold and bought properly. I didn't really find a problem with that, so I'm not quite sure what was fixed there. And then there was some other stuff that looked pretty technical. And there was one other thing that said added ear tag to the menu, and I can't see that. So it was, I think, the ability to change the ear tags. Not quite sure where that was, so I couldn't find that. I'll keep looking for it and let you know as soon as I find it. So I'm just going to go through to each pen quickly and go and have a look and see what can be bought. See if there's anything good in the market. We'll use our filters. So if we go through here and we use our filters, so we want nothing older than 2 years old. Doesn't matter whether it's pregnant or not. Would like something that's pregnant. So we want female in this pen. Lactating doesn't matter. Name doesn't matter, value doesn't matter. And then we'll go again with average, and we'll see what comes up. Confirm, and we've got 3. So that's an Angus female, but we won't buy her here. And Angus female and water buffalo, those will come up in our other pens. So nothing for this pen. Let's just have a quick look at our animals' health. And we go here. Oh, that's not where we want to go. We want to go here. Health 100%. So Iago is doing okay yesterday. Just going to go through these quickly. Just got to Buttercup and we're watching her. Her weight has come up a little bit. Still a little bit low. Bit worried. But she's 100% healthy, so that's okay. Slightly underweight. Also quite young, so 3 babies, 600 kgs, yeah. So everything's a little bit underweight, but that's also looks like it's building up. Becky, he's always overweight, but he'll be coming out in a couple of months' time. He'll be going into pasture. Actually, he'll probably get sold, because I think after we've put the genetics into the herd, we need to make sure we don't crossbreed again. So yeah, our sire bulls will have to be sold after they've been used, after they've served their purpose, and we're going to get good money for them. So Holsteins. And Uther is, he's about perfect almost, just slightly overweight. But yeah, he's done a bit of a job as well, so he'll be going in August. August we'll be selling our bulls, our sire bulls. Right, so everything's looking okay there. A couple of cows that are still underweight, but where we go. Let's go through the top here again and go and have a look at the cow pen. And then we'll nip on down to the, well, on the way to the cow pen, we'll just have a quick look at what we did yesterday afternoon in terms of making silage. So what I did is you can just see where we were mowing. It hasn't fully grown yet. It was just starting to grow back. And we put in 27 bales of grass into here, which should be fermenting into silage. We then we didn't sell, we actually moved all our silage bales that were already mature, because we've got quite a bit of TMR already. It should serve us for the next couple of months. So I thought, well, we'll sell all our we'll put all our silage into the biogas plant. It produced really, really quickly, and I think we put 11 bales in, so just over 100,000 litres of silage into the system. We've still got 22,000 litres of methane to be sold, and let's go and have a look and see how much we got for. So before we sold anything, we had 2,877 in there in terms of products sold, and this month we sold 59,000, so about 57,000 we made from those 11 bales of silage. Plus we've still got some methane to sell, so it'll be a little bit more than that. So that's a fairly good return. How did we make? Oh, we sold our trailer in March. That's why we made a bit of money there. But this is the first month we've made money as such. Right, so yeah, so that looks like it can be a nice steady stream of income. We didn't actually, I think we did sort of 3 laps of the farm. So you can see this sort of is the area that we cut the grass. So we've still got plenty of grass that we can do, and we'll do some more again just to keep that turning over, so that we can put sort of 10, 15 bales of silage into the biogas plant every month. So a bit of income coming in there now. Quite happy with that. A lot happier than I was. Right, let's have a quick look here and see what can be bought. And we'll go through to our filters again. And these can be any, but we want females in here. And lactating, that doesn't matter. Just from average. We just put average as the lowest in there, just to give us something to look at. Right, so we got 2 females here. So this one was really good. Metabolism very high. And this one here as well. So we're definitely going to buy those 2. So we buy the selected. They're both pretty young, so, and yep, that's those 2 bought. And then we'll go and buy those 2. Well, are they any good? Yep. We'll go and buy those 2 down at the Water Buffalo. Go and check them out quickly. Just nip through the field here. The cow's enjoying a bit of early morning sunshine. Plenty of temperature inversion taking place here, so our water buffaloes is probably going to be in mist this morning. Yep, definitely. Have to try and remember where they are now. Have we gone too far? That's the end of our area. Must be around about here somewhere. It's just a weird effect driving in this. There it is there. Everybody looking good. Go and check out, see if there's any in the water. Ah. Brilliantly mysterious, isn't it? They all look very happy. So let's go and buy those two. And set our filters again quickly. Don't really need to do it because I know where they are really, but we'll do it just for this episode so that we can get used to it. We're not too worried about that. Average. And just those two left, and we've bought everything that it's worth buying. How old is that? That's very, very young still. That one is. That's the other thing that they fixed. Is in the past when you were clicking between the tick would the selection would stop showing as a tick, so that was fixed in this last update as well. 12 months, 18 months, so we'll buy those. Right, that brings us up to date for the morning. We'll get back up to the top. I'm going to cut some more grass, get some more bales in, and we will then what will we do after that? It's probably going to take us most of the day to get another lot of cut of grass done, so we'll do that off camera. There was one other small change that I can show you quickly as we get back up here. I did change around the I had to be a little bit creative here because we were getting towards the end of the map again, so there's a bit of a slant on there when we're going to be picking up manure. But if we do go into our, where are we now, animals, if we go to self-made cow shed, that's not the one that I'm looking for, the large UK cow barn, you can see now, I see no manure heap nearby again. I just can't understand it. What about the self-made cow shed? No manure heap nearby, but we know that I think what we'll do is we'll wait through now until we have animals in there again and see if that helps. So I'm just not quite sure what's happening there, because we definitely know we got manure from there, and when I put this in, I checked here, and it definitely did not say no manure heap nearby. So not quite sure what's happening there, but still not too much of a problem. Well, it is a problem, but it's not too much of a problem. Right, so that's pretty much everything for now. As I said, we're going to go and make some more silage, and we are going to feed. Oh, we need to put some more feed into before we go. We need to put some more feed into our main barn. So let's just see how much needs to go in there. Where we're now monitoring. So 8,000 litres. And how much do we have in there? Let's have a quick look. How much food have we got in there? There we go. We've got 2,000, 8,000. So we need to put in another 6,000. So we'll put 7,000 in just to make sure there's enough in there. Don't suppose I really needed to drive the quad up here. About 2 meters. Just hook up our styre and we'll get that done. We'll see you once we've got once we're about to load. Right, here we are. We're just going to load 7,000 litres worth of. Well, let's just have a look and see what's happening in here first of all. We haven't looked for a while. Right, so we've still got some hay in. We've got some silage, and we're out of space. That'll top up now. Yeah, so we'll have to put some stuff in next month just to keep it going. Hopefully by then we'll have silage produced again, because I turned all our silage into money. Let's just make sure we don't go too far over 7,000. It's always a bit of a tense moment. There we go, that'll be good enough. That'll keep us fed for another day. I think all the other animals will be still good for at least another month or two. Once they've got through all the excess food that I have in there, we will then have a little bit more of a feeding task at hand. Not too worried about that though. We do need to check the others, just check them for water, I think. Let's see what their water is like. Cow barn, that has automatic water supply. Cow pasture, that is still okay for water and okay for food. Okay for water, okay for food. That's got nothing in it, so it doesn't need to be worried about. Cow pasture, okay for water, okay for food. Yeah, everything is okay. Yeah, so that's our morning job done. We're going to go and make silage now. Do that off camera, and then we'll most probably see you again in June. Shouldn't be too far. Well, we're starting to get close to a birth of our first, our farm's first births. Can't wait for that. In any case, thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this episode, please like and subscribe. We'll catch you in the next one. Cheerio.